Ladies and gentlemen, the graduation ceremony will begin shortly. Please switch off your handphones and put them on silent mode if you haven't done so. We have arranged for official photographers to take photographs of all graduates receiving their diplomas. There's no need to come to the front to take photographs during the ceremony. I'll be inviting you to stand when the academic procession enters and leaves the convention hall. Lastly, dear graduates, please ensure that you have your admission ticket and identity card with you before joining the queue to receive the scroll box on stage. You will be issued with a card lock-on ID and password as you leave the stage. Please keep the card as you will be needed to place your orders for photos. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Our guest speaker, Mr. Wong Su Nam, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to the 53rd graduation ceremony of the Singapore Polytechnic. At this 12th session, we will be presenting diplomas and other awards to graduates from the School of Electrical and Electronic Engineering. Our guest speaker this evening is Mr. Wong Sun Nam, Vice President, Communication Engineering of NCS Communications Engineering Private Limited. Mr. Wong is responsible for growing businesses in the communications, media, and entertainment industries. As Vice President, he oversees a team of more than 400 engineers and technical specialists in developing information and communication technology products and services for the Singapore and global markets. Prior joining to NCS, he was also the CEO of Singtel Air Radio before the merger with NCS in 2002. Mr. Wong started his career in Singapore's Ministry of Defence and has more than 30 years of experience in the field of telecommunications. He graduated with first-class honours in electrical engineering from Nanyang Technological University and has a Master of Science in electrical engineering from National University of Singapore. He is also an alumni of Singapore Polytechnic. It is now my pleasure to invite Mr. Wong Sun Nam to deliver the graduation address. Mr. Wong, please.
Rear Admiral Harry Chan, member of the Singapore Polytechnic Board of Governors, Mr. Tan Chun Sien, Principal and CEO of Singapore Polytechnic, distinguished guests, parents and graduates, ladies and gentlemen. It is actually a very great privilege for me to speak to all the graduates this evening. This is a very important day for many of you. Today is the culmination of the hard work that you have put in over the last 3 years, and we are now celebrating your achievement and tasting the fruits of your labor. So well done and congratulations to both the parent and graduate. Well, let me first of all thank Wing Lam for inviting me to speak to all of you. And my apology to him for causing a little bit of last-minute panic because I've asked for some slide to be projected and I was told this is not usual. But I insist, so Wing Lam accommodated my request. So thank you, Wing Lam, very much. So here you go. I like to show my first slide, if I may ask of you. Thank you. So if you can see from behind, I've gone through my cabinet and I searched day and night. I found this 23rd graduation, 1983. So if you do a quick calculation, I'm sure you will know exactly 30 years. July 1983, I sat there like you, eagerly waiting to come on stage to receive my certificate. So that's what I kept, a lot of sentimental value, so I keep it. And this has been already 30 years, so it's really a homecoming for me. These are kept in good condition, if you see, and I would be happy to show you more later on. Now, I received the certificate from the then head of Department of EEE, Dr. Khoo. I'm not sure how many of you know, but I think some of the lecturers may know Dr. Khoo. My hair is much longer because I came out from my BMT that day, and those were the day that we are all excited because that's the only day we can come out from BMT. In the army, they call, you can twang for a day. So one day we came out. And so from Dr. Khoo, Dr. Khoo taught me TV engineering, and I learned all about diode, triode, and tube for black and white TV. So it may sound alien to you, but those were what we learned 30 years ago. So time has changed. For example, today all of you, the graduates, look fantastic. In my day, we never have graduation gown. We put on whatever we can find, the best on the graduation day. So you look great today. Now, I've titled today my speech as 30-30 Vision, the ever-changing world. So for the first 30, I would like to share with you the experience I've gained over the last 30 years since I graduated from Singapore Polytechnic. And I also hope to share with many of you some of the view that I have concerning what's to come and what are the challenges that will confront many of you as you go out into the working world and what the world will be like 30 years later. So I titled it 30-30 Vision. So the last 3 decades have seen a wave of change. And this has impacted the way we live. So you see down there, in those days when we communicate, it's telephone. There's no mobile. We have to look for the phone. But today, I'm very sure all of you in your pocket, you may have an iPhone, you may have a Samsung Galaxy. We never have that. So these are the result. Our life have changed, and these are the result of technological changes brought about by the people like you and me. So the first takeaway for you today is that you are in the right profession. So you are going to be the mover and shaker of the industry. So 30 years ago, we never have social media. Social media was unheard of. There was no YouTube, no Twitter, no WhatsApp, and certainly no Facebook. And yes, we communicate through snail mail. And I still remember sending out letters in those days. So we have the telephone, but no mobile phone like iPhone and Galaxy. Nothing was instant. Nothing was so mobile. And I think some of your parents here would agree with me. We spend more time interacting with one another. We talk to one another, so maybe those days we are more talkative than you are. But we hardly have to communicate with machines like iPad, laptop, and browsing the internet. Of course, life was also less stressful then. So those from my batch, the class of 83, who witnessed these changes, especially those who remain in the IT industry, will tell you that it requires a lot of hard work and takes a lot of perseverance to stay relevant in the IT industry. So you may ask me, how do we stay relevant and how do we remain engaged in the marketplace till today? Let me share using the word "at." A is for the need to adapt and adjust to changes as they come. There is no need to fear change. Instead, I encourage all of us to embrace them. See changes as opportunity for improvement. Every change is a new beginning. Let me give you an example. Today, I can reach out to millions of people instantly through Facebook virally. If I don't embrace social media, I can guarantee you there's no way I can reach out to the mass media. Can't imagine using traditional mail like papers or email to reach out to the large audience or all over the world. It's not possible. Now, more closer to your heart, if you know about the Korean pop star, I'm sure you know Psy. He would not have been an instant celebrity if his Gangnam Style doesn't fly, right? So Gangnam Style went viral, so he became famous instantly. So C for continuous learning. To stay relevant, you need to learn and unlearn. When I had mastered Spellstar, in the early days, we never have Microsoft Word. We have this word processor called Spellstar. Some of you will remember. I thought I was an expert. In those days, you have to memorize the different feature of the software, like Control F, Control Alternate, Control C. And you remember every feature through all the different combination of shortcut. So when Microsoft arrived, my skill became irrelevant. Whatever that I remember are useless. I had to relearn in order for me to exchange documents with people. So it was very painful. Every time when we have to change, every time we have to learn new things, it is very painful. But continuous learning is the key to staying relevant and engaged with the marketplace. T. T is for tenacity to stay the course. The last 30 years of my work life hasn't been a bed of roses, and that's my personal experience. I have tasted more failure than success. I started off as a technical officer in charge of equipment maintenance, and I have to humble myself to take instruction from seniors who make life difficult for me. But sometimes I wonder, through those difficulties, does it make sense to remain in the IT and engineering world? But I never gave up. When I was a CEO of a company in the late 90s, I had to lay off staff because of economic downturn. It was heart-wrenching, and I wish I never had to do that, but I have no choice. But those are the times where failure hit home. But till today, I never enjoy 100% success in everything that I do, not in new product and services that I launch. There are times some products and services that I launch are not a success. But in each of these challenges I faced, I never gave up. I bounced back, accept the failures with humility, learn from it, persevere, and move forward. That is tenacity. Never let failure run your life. This is what I see in the class of 83. So how well did the class of 83 fare? Now, before I answer that question, I thought I want to join the chorus. I've been reading the newspaper last few days, and Prime Minister spoke about Polytechnic is a jewel in Singapore, but yet he also mentioned there are many options for poly graduate. They could work for a few years first or start a business, say PM. And of course, Minister of Education, Mr. Heng Swee Keat, also mentioned that paper qualification alone is not a ticket to success. And of course, you have Mr. Koh Boon Wan, you have Mr. Chan Chun Sing. They all speak about the same thing. So maybe you're cynical, you say, hey, they are minister, perhaps they are from Harvard, they are from Oxford. Do they really understand what the life of a diploma holder? So let me speak from my experience, okay? Now, when I graduated in 1983, this is a group of friends that I have. It's not here, those days they don't have a big conference hall. So we went to, I think it's in Singapore Conference Hall, it's been torn down already. So these are my classmates in 1983. So this photo was taken with my classmate after our graduation. So I hope after this you do take some photo, but much nicer one, I believe. The color was much better, I'm quite sure. Now, not everyone in the photo went on to pursue a degree. In fact, if I do a quick calculation, about 10 to 15% of those in the photo actually went on to pursue a degree and got a degree. Now, for those who have a degree, almost all of them did so after having worked for a few years. We do not jump into getting the degree straight away. So working experience helps us to understand ourselves better and to know what we really like. Whatever the case, I see all of them as successful in their own right, with or without a degree. Among them, there are professors in university, those in the photo, and there are researchers. Some of them are senior management in multinational company, and some of them are running their own business. All of them are successful in their own right. In fact, one of them, who did not have a degree, had done so well in his business that he had decided to have an early retirement. I understand he's now in Perth, enjoying his life with his family. And for those who have a degree, actually are still working. So if that's an encouragement to you. So the moral of the story means that probably people who have diploma enjoy retirement much earlier than those who have a degree. So indeed, you don't need to have a degree to be successful in your career. And I must agree with many of the ministers, there are many options for all of you out there. So I'm not here to talk about history. I think Wing Lam didn't ask me to come here to tell you about history. So I want to move forward the next 30 years. My class of 83 had witnessed a wave of change in the last 30 years. I'm certain that your batch will see a tsunami of change. The change that you will experience will come sooner and swifter. In fact, I will be very surprised if by then YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter are still going to be around. I will be very surprised. The two key factors that are going to underpin the rapid changes are going to be technological advances, and number two, globalization. Let me talk about technological advances. Now, technological advances and breakthrough are making product life cycle shorter, and we are seeing products becoming obsolete months after they are launched. Look at Nokia. I think many of you must have experience of using Nokia. Not too long ago, they are the best brand, best product in as far as mobile phone is concerned. What happened to them? Nokia have fallen such steeply that today, because of iPhone, you almost cannot find a Nokia phone this day, and most people will go for a smartphone. But even iPhone, the Apple maker of iPhone, is not spared. They are facing hard time fighting Android, Samsung Galaxy, I think most of you would know. So you are expected to adapt much more quickly in the rapid changing world than in our time in order to stay relevant. Now the other thing is globalization. Globalization is not a new phenomenon. I think many of you have heard of it. But with technology, the world is going to get much more connected. The geographical boundary will become blurred, and the world and Singapore is getting smaller. In fact, in the internet world, there is no boundary. Information travels from one end of the world to the other within seconds. But all of you are going to compete at the global level, whether you like it or not. Your cohort is not going to compete for job among yourself in Singapore. You are going to compete at the global level. You have no choice. Competition is going to be more intense, especially coming from China and India. I don't have a crystal ball that I can gaze into it to tell you what you need to do. But what our generation have learned and experienced, and the things that I shared with you on ACT, are still relevant for you as you go forward to the brave new world and take on the tsunami of change. Now, I'm confident that your generation will be more than capable to take on the challenges. Unlike my batch, you are well-traveled, you are better connected, you are better equipped, better exposed, and you are a generation of fast learner and multitasker. Why I say so? Because until today, I still cannot and will never understand how you could listen to music, surf the internet, watch your YouTube, respond to WhatsApp, and read your lecture note at the same time. I say so because I watch my girl doing that at home. I always tell him, you need to stay focused. But she always said, Dad, don't worry, I can handle all things at one go. So I never understand. So isn't that marvelous? You know, but to add, I like to add a further spin to it. You need to add with friends. Many of my good friends are forged in Polytechnic. We went through many challenges together. If you see this photo, these are the group of friends that I have that you've seen earlier on in the picture that I took with them when I graduated. Until today, I'm still having a meeting with them. We spend many good time together. But these are the friends that went through many challenges together with me. And we encourage one another during good time, during difficult time. We spend many happy moments together, just like this photo show. So don't forget the friendship you built here, and remember to connect back to your alumni. So with that, I wish all of you great success as you embark on the journey to pursue your dreams and hope. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Wong. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now begin the presentation of diplomas to the graduates. This evening, We will be presenting diplomas and other awards to 321 graduates from the School of Electrical and Electronic Engineering. May I now call upon the Director of the School of Electrical and Electronic Engineering, Mr. Ng Weng Lam, to present the diplomas. Mr. Ng, please. Ladies and gentlemen, the graduates for the Diploma in Clean Energy.
Chia Wei Kai Austin. Jess Chua Yun Sheng. Kwok She Wei. Lee Jingrui Marvin. Po Chao Yen Jackie. Aloysius Ko Chia Lun. Amirul Khairi bin Ismail. Andy Go Po Heng. Chan Teng Lei. Chen Wei. Cheng Wan Ru Elva. Chiu Jonathan Yi Long. Chua Kwan Chong. Chua Wee Kang Kenneth. Chung Jing Rong Julian. Dai Jin Hong. Doreen Chua Shu Fen. Gabriel Joachim Perumal. Go Heng Yi. Go Jun Seng. Ho Man Mei Doris. Hon Yuan Ting. Hu Wen Jie. Jen Liao Pei Yi. Jane Cheng Curley. Kam Ming Sien. Kelman Lim Zhixuan. Kendrick Ko Wei Han. Kevin Lee Yong Jie. Kong Zhen Yuan gerunds. Li Jiesin, Lee Sing On, Lee Wai Wen Thomas, Lee Cheng Yi David, Leong Jia Tian Candice, Lee Lee, Lim Kwok Seong, Lim Jun Wei, Lim Yi Ying, Lo Tianji Kelly, Lo Chan Ping, Luqman bin Muhammad Kamal, Le Bing Hui, Muhammad Jamil Habib Muhammad, Muhammad Izul bin Muhammad Fauzi, Muhammad Daniel bin Azman, Muhammad Faisal bin Muhammad Ghazali, Muhammad Fazullah Khan bin Asghar Khan, Muhammad Hafiz bin Salim, Muhammad Noor Irfan bin Rosli, Muhammad Sahan bin Sulaiman, Nelson Seng Yi Wei, Ng Han Sheng, Ng Li Ting Adlin, Ng Wai Kit Sean, Nordanisha binti Saiful Nizam, Samuel Cheong Kwok Ho, Xiao Hock Tong, Sim Xuan Wei, Sabes Wong Yu Chong, Sukuma son of M. Tanda Irapani, Tan Bun Sheng, Tan Heng Hao, Tan Zimin Kester, Tan Yishan, Tang Kien Ki Dennis, Teo Guo Feng, Teo Ti Xian, To Yusheng Wilson, Wang Lu, Yo Hui Xiong, Yo Wei Jian, Yit Jian Liang, Johannes Dui Kipta, Yong Jun Kai,
Ladies and gentlemen, the graduands for the Diploma in Computer Engineering. Kelvin Yang Jia Wei, Chen Wen Wen, Chin Tian Bun, Lao Wei Lie, Ni Tu Zhou, R. Arul Nirai, Tan Kai Lin Kareen, T. Mei Ying, Ang Bun Kit, Ang Gyok Leng, Ang Rui Yi, Ao Kai Jie Benny, Kelvin Lim Hao Sing, Chan Kai Chi, Chan Yuan Rong Jerome, Chen Jun Long, Chen Li, Chen Li, Chu Chuan Ming Billy, Chong Jia Yi, Chong Jun Ming Theron, Chua Hui Jie, Chua Jia Xiang, Chua Sok Kwan, Chung Pei Ti, Daryljit Singh Golan, Desmond Ong Wei Xuan, Douglas John Roy, Dylan Tung Yong Kiang, Edgar T. Kai Sheng, Yi Wan Sin, Eugene Lim Huan Jie, Fong Si-min Daphne,
Fu Junwei,
Glenn Chiang Li Chuan, Go Xuan Yang, Go Yong Kiet, Hen Tet Ong, Huang Bao Chun, Joshua Fong Long Lee, Ko Ji Ping, Ko Kai Hong, Ko Kang Zhi Darren, Lai Jin-yi Nicholas, Lee Chen-ting Desmond, Lee Sin-yi, Li Xueping Ginny, Leon Tang Yong-zhen, Lim Bi-hui, Lim Jing-ling, Lim Ken-chi, Lim Ting-yong, Lim Wei-han Aaron, Lim Wei-zhi, Lim Wen-yong, Liu Junhao, Lo Xuanfu Kelvin, Lo Yu Yong Gary, Lu Yen Ning, Lydia Lo Ka Yen, Mario Adolphus Antonio, Marvin Tan Wei Jun, Miss Shanti, daughter of Subramaniam, Muhammad Kamal Shah bin Muhammad Ali, Muhammad Aidil bin Mastor, Muhammad Hasif bin Kamis, Muhammad Irshad bin Osman, Muhammad Khair bin Abdul Latif, Muhammad Nadi Farhan bin Malik, Muhammad Nur Akasa bin Mahfuz, Muhammad Ridwan bin Mahadi, Muhammad Siddiq bin Abdullah, Muhammad Sufi bin Samsuri,
New Nung Tie Brian,
Ong Jian Xiong, Ong Jian Ye Eugene, Ong Ting Xuan, Ong Yu Jie, Nur Muhammad Dinal Huda, Nur Adila binti Muhammad Amin, Nur Hanis binti Muhammad Hussein, Ong Wee Chong Alex, Ong Zhen Jie, Pek Chia Feng, Piu Nin Tui, R. Lavanya, Raja Darshini, daughter of Anpolakam,
Ramarao A.L. Krishnan,
Ronald Yo Hyang Yong, Salan bin Azmi, Saiful Hilal bin Zainal Abidin, Xiao Sun Bing, Sean Tan Jun Ming, Sim Tik Yi, So Guo Jie, So Jun Kai, So Ka Seong Johnson, Syed Ismail bin Abdul Hamid, Tan Boon Chong, Tan Chi Hao, Tan Jun Guang Dedrick, Tan Kai Kiet, Tan Chi Hong, Tan Ruisen Rickson, Tan Yong Bin, Tan Jan Rong Wilson, Tan Zhi Xian, Tang Hui Xian, Qiu Bing Jie, Qiu Zi Jie, Qiu Yuhan Brian Edgar, Tobin Te Han Xiang, To Chang Hian, To Hui Shan, Tui Sin Qi, Vera Tan Yong, Wong Jun Mun Donovan, Jan Yong Chuan, Zhang Meng Tong, Ladies and gentlemen, the graduates for the Diploma in Engineering with Business.
Tet Ong, Li Shu Hui, Lam Chun Jie, Muhammad Ruzaini bin Wahid, Cheryl Chua Hui Bing, Adrian Ng Jia Hao, Elvin Wong An Ying, Anthony Marino Sunato, Brandon Yo Wen Chun, Chen Kai Chang Brian, Chen Yi Tian, Chen Yuan Hao Douglas, Chia Ming Chuan Jessica, Chua Sok Kwang, Yi Tiao Xian, Yu Jin Wei, Frederick Sia Chin Kiet, Gary Lim Xuan Han, Heng Jun Wei Edwin, Tet Miet Tu, Jolin Tae Jie Lin, Kang Xian Liang, Law Yong Kan Kevin, Lee Chun Yen, Lee Li Ye Estelle, Lee Zhi Xiong, Leong Hao Jun, Lim Ren Xiang, Lim Ting Min, Liu Jiale, Lo Kun Jie, Muhammad Aminuddin bin Anwar, Muhammad Hazan bin Sulaiman, Muhammad Nadir Hakim bin Rosli, Muhammad Nurul Ashraf bin Omar, Muhammad Shahir bin Suhaimi, Eng Han Bun Marcus, Eng Hui Jun, Eng Jun Kai, Nicholas Go Kai Ching, Nor Hafiza binti Satakir, Nor Shahira binti Yaqub, Nor Shuhada binti Rahman, Ong Yen Shing, Pang Shijie Sam, Rikhil Bagda, Xia Hao Chuan, So Wenjie, Su Jingyi Adrian, Su Wenjun, Tam Ziwen Kelvin, Tan Hao, Tan Jiesin Jason, Tan Junhao Dominic, Teng Chi Sing Jeremy, Teo Kwan Chen, Te Jun Wei, Warren Xiao Yi Wei, Wilson Chong, Yak Bing Hui,
Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the list of graduates from the School of Electrical and Electronic Engineering. Thank you, Mr. Ng. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now present the prizes. May I invite Rear Admiral Harris Chan, member of the Singapore Polytechnic Board of Governors, to present the following prizes. Rear Admiral Chan, please. From the Diploma in Clean Energy course, the Squire Mac Prize, Lala Kai. And Lim Xiao Ming. The ST Kinetics Prize, Tan Zhi Wei. From the Diploma in Computer and Engineering course, the Cisco Systems Prize, Chong Ri Yang. Hui Ka Ho. Musa bin Rahamat. And Tan Chin Hui. The ST Kinetics Prize, Tan Xuan Zhi. From the Diploma in Engineering with Business course, the Andres and Hauser Prize, Ng Yi Shen. That concludes the presentation of prizes. Thank you, Ria Americhan. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now present medals to our top graduates for excelling in their courses of study. May I invite Mr. Wong Sun Nam, Vice President, Communication Engineering of NCS Communications Engineering Private Limited, to present the medals. Mr. Wong, please. From the Diploma in Clean Energy course, the PCS Silver Medal is awarded to Tan Shi Jie. The Wet-Miller Gold Medal is awarded to Lim Liang Yuan. From the Diploma in Computer Engineering course, the Hewlett-Packard Silver Medal is awarded to Heng Mok Ju. From the Diploma in Engineering Business course, the LTA Silver Medal is awarded to Ng Yu Sin. The Changi Airport Group Gold Medal and the Motorola Prize are awarded to Nur Fatiha binti Muhammad Amin. That concludes the presentation of top medals. Thank you, Mr. Wong. Ladies and gentlemen, giving the valedictory speech this evening is Lim Yi Ying, a graduate of the Diploma course in Clean Energy. May I now call upon Yi Ying to deliver the farewell address on behalf of the new graduates. Yi Ying, please.
A very good evening to our guest speaker, Mr. Wong Sun Nam, Principal and CEO, Mr. Tan Chun Sien, ladies and gentlemen. I am the girl who is either studying or training. This is how my classmates describe me. Apart from playing captain's ball for SP Primers in year 1, I was never involved in any clubs, was never a SP scholar, and have yet to try all the stalls in Food Court 3. So, I'm very humbled and honored to be standing before you today. Do you remember your first day in SP? I recall sitting at the back of the SPCC together with the rest of my classmates, wondering how many girls are there going to be in my class, and silently hoping that there would be cute guys in my course. Although friends from other schools were always jealous about how we don't have to climb the Ermey Mountain or walk down to the sea every day, we often hear complaints of our T12 looking worn down and the elevator doors not responding to the spamming of the open button. However, these complaints make our school special, and I'm grateful for the 3 years I have spent in SP. I have been provided with opportunities I would have never dreamed of, such as visiting and immersing in the culture of 4 different countries. SP also made me realize that there are 2 types of education. One that teaches us how to make a living, and one that teaches us how to live. The knowledge acquired in the classroom will be useful in the future, but the most important thing is also learning the importance of teamwork and how much we need each other to succeed. Of course, we have our wonderful lecturers who are the most supportive, engaging, and patient people one could ask for. Lecturers, thank you for believing in us, allowing us to speak our minds, and bothering you with our many questions. To our family and loved ones, thank you for being supporting pillars during tough times, encouraging us even though we are tired and frustrated with the well-intentioned nagging. You have sacrificed so much for us, and we can never thank you enough for all that you have done. Thank you, Mommy, Daddy, and my Nai, who is here to see me graduate today. I love you. Last but not least, our dear friends. I will always cherish the wonderful friends I have made. Thank you for listening to my ridiculous rants, tolerating my weird behaviors, and most importantly, for accepting me for who I am. Thank you for the memorable 3 years, and hopefully more to come. Today marks an end to a chapter, and the beginning of another, which has yet to be written. Dr. Seuss once said, "Be who you are and say what you feel, because those who mind don't matter, and those who matter don't mind." As we go forward with different paths, continue to be comfortable with whom we are, and we will eventually find our place in the world. Congratulations to all graduates of 2013. We did it!
Thank you, Ying. Ladies and gentlemen, the graduation ceremony is now adjourned. May I invite all to stand. The procession groups will now leave the convention hall. thank you for your patience. Please join us for the tea reception at the plaza outside the convention center. May I invite parents and guests to leave the convention center first. Please ensure that you have taken your belongings. Wishing you a pleasant evening.